What's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's episode 206. Welcome back to the show. What's up? It's Jacqueline. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the show. New week, new me, new you. Let's do a podcast. I gotta be honest right now. I'm gonna fire this episode. This is inappropriate. This is tacky. I'm gonna shoot this out of my ass because look, I was ambitious and took a bunch of notes. I told you guys on Saturday, I put myself back into college, sat myself down. I put myself back through college, sat myself down, and I took notes on all of the TikTok videos I saved because my new plan, my new goal is to be an informed podcast host instead of getting on here and literally having no direction of what I'm going to talk about on the episode and just talking like this has basically become a stream of consciousness. So my goal is to know what's going on in the world, pop culture, news, the race fucking war, the bloodbath out in the streets against Asians right now. I got to know all about that going on. I need to know about, anyways. Dude, I don't know. Okay, I already feel like this is going to be a fun episode, but just know that I don't even know how to do this. I have so many topics to talk about. And just random life updates. I mean, it's Motivation Monday. I haven't missed a day in 206 days of podcasting. So there's your motivation. That's all I've got. I haven't skipped a day whitening my teeth in I think I'm on day 10 days of Crest White strips. There's your motivation. What else is what else would make you amped up about my life and what I'm doing? I don't know. I haven't skipped yoga since November. Even if I my thing is even if I'm on my mat for 10 minutes doing the splits and stretching, my hamstrings and shit, that counts. And I'm becoming a pretzel, and there's your other, there's your other motivation, dude. Here's some more motivation, dude. I don't know if I should mix business and pleasure, but I'm helping host the Seaspiracy directors on this Wednesday. Let me pull up the time. It's 3 p.m. on Clubhouse. DM me if you want the invite. So Seaspiracy Wednesday, March 31st, 3 p.m. Pacific time, with directors Ollie and Lucy to Breezy. And anyways, so that's motivation for you. I'm doing cool shit. Is that not good to talk about work and I don't know. Follow me on Clubhouse at Club Jacqueline. Here's your motivation. Nothing makes sense that I'm saying today. I don't even know what's happening. Follow me on Clubhouse at Club Jacqueline because I want to hit 1,000 followers by Friday. That is my one of my goals this week with my team because is that also not good to say, behind the scenes, what we talk about? Jacqueline really wants 1,000 followers. Dude, this is so cringy. Anyways, show up on Wednesday at 3 p.m. We're going to be talking Seaspiracy. We're going to be talking to the directors, and it's exciting. So, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so those are my Motivation Monday tips. And then the next segment here are random, life updates. I guess. So I have a full-on hot yoga studio now in my apartment. Okay. As you know, I do yoga. Okay, motivation. She hasn't missed a day since November. Okay. Dude, I got a humidifier and it changed the game. It changed my life. I get out of my room after an hour. Sometimes I do an hour and a half. Anyways, I'm drenched in sweat, and it's all because of that humidifier. So, anyways, I hotbox myself in there. I shut all my windows. I have it's all Levoit, Levoit, equipment, fucking electronics. and I just get it on Amazon. I have a air purifier, what is it called, a HEPA filter, and I have a humidifier. And then I put essential oils in the humidifier. It's cool because you can do that in this one because most of them you like can't mix them in the water. Anyways, so I'm like so excited. I feel like my yoga is so much more fun now, and I'm like getting a better workout. So there's a life update, I guess, and also random, but I want to start build. I'm a wife in training. I mean, I'm in my 20s. I'm a single woman in my 20s, and I need to start training up for wifey time. And I'm slacking off in the kitchen. I've been slacking off in the kitchen, making my boring ass bro meals. And I talked a little bit yesterday about how once I went off on my own and got my own apartments in college, I've pretty much never had roommates. Like I've had a few, but like for the most part, I've had my own apartment. I cook for myself. So I realized like I don't get fancy anymore. I don't make anything fun. I don't make anything cool, like whatever. So the whole point of me saying this is my new goal is to like stock my pantry with pantry. Am I from the fucking Midwest? Jesus Christ. Man bun neighbor just walked by. Man bun neighbor walked by. There's your people watching update. I haven't mentioned him in like a couple weeks. But yeah, he's definitely dating that girl I told you guys about. They're always together. They always walk. I think they walk their apartment complex's dogs. Like there's always like 6 dogs. Like six leashes, 6 dogs, 2 people. They're walking them. It's like, anyways. He always wears a muscle tee. He's always in the same outfit, muscle tee and shorts. Anyways. So back to the wifey thing. I want to stock my pantry. Pantry. I want to stock my pantry. I'm not gonna fuck up my vowel. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. How do people from the Midwest talk like that? And like, I get it. It's like groupthink. They all hear each other say the words with the weird vowels and I mean, they do like, yeah, it's like the vowels are different there. It just sounds so, like it's, first of all, it's annoying, and it's just like you sound, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I could go on a tangent about the Midwest accent, but like, look, I want to stock my pantry. I want to buy new containers and like stock up with like little random ingredients that I could, whenever I just like want to bake lasagna, I have all the ingredients on hand. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to have some truffles for no fucking reason. I want to have a bunch of garbanzo beans and like every pasta shape and like I need tomato paste. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Oh, also baking ingredients. I need flour. I need sugar. I need like okay, do you understand where I'm going with this? Condensed milk, like a random ingredient. I just want to have a full-on grocery store in my kitchen so I can, whenever I just like want to practice being a wife and cook and bake and try something new and fun that's not broccoli and chicken, I'm gonna have the ingredients in the pantry. Okay. So let's go to the notes here. This is where I don't know how to be a podcast host, and this is like, okay, how do I even go about this? Biden spoke today, and he's like pleading that all of these states that took away the mask mandate reinstate it. He's like, COVID cases are rising. I urge you, we need to start wearing the masks again. Or what did he say? Like, reinstate the mask mandate. Because how are those states doing, though? Like, that I saw that in Florida, which has a huge elderly population. Like, they're proof that the no mask thing isn't resulting in fucking a mass death or wave of elderly deaths. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not having that issue at all. I'm sure Texas isn't either. Like, why are we still doing this? I don't know. When he said it, I saw him, like, I could pull it up here. Dude, shout out Meet Kevin on YouTube. Does anyone watch Meet Kevin? I literally watch every single one of his episodes, his videos. He posts like 12 a day. They're always in the background because he's talking about current events all the time and like the stock market. Okay. Recent videos. Let me go to this. Then I'll play the audio of Biden saying this. I don't know. I just want to like make this episode more juicy. Okay, wait. He has so many videos. How do I find the... Like, he posts 12 a day. Market open, yields jump. Uh-oh. Tesla and Toyota partnership. Should you buy... Okay. Will the hedge fund meltdown crash markets? Okay. Market close. Hedge fund meltdown. Biden... 18 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 1 day ago. Here we go. 1 day ago. Emergency briefing COVID.
The transportation.
And
every day at these sites, tens of thousands of people.
Oh, damn it. There's a ad. Skip ad. I'm a professional ad skipper. What about you?
We're able to drive up.
Wait. I want to find 2 ads. CaliforniaDebtRelief.org. All right. Jesus, 3 ads. Skip ad. There we go.
Mask up. Mask up.
There we go. Wait for it. It's like mask up.
I need the American people to do their part as well. Mask up. Mask up. It's a patriotic duty. It's the only way we ever get back to normal. To cheer together in stadiums full of fans. To gather together on holidays again safely. Go to graduations, weddings. Third, I announced on March 11th, I direct every state, territory, and tribe to open up their vaccinations to all adults no later than May 1. I issued that order because
okay.
Beyond priority group.
There's also a part where he's like, and he wants all these states to reinstate the mask mandate. Okay. Does this feel like a news show now? Like, do I feel like, does this sound like I'm an informed podcast host? And I know what's going on in the world. I feel like it's Monday. I want to talk about the news. I wanted to look more into, so there's that. And then I wanted to look more into the vaccine passport thing. Let me pull up. So many people are posting about it on Instagram. Let me see. I don't know where. I'm not queued up. Should I just Google it? Let me read vaccine passports on Google. Oh wait, who reposted something? Let me try to remember the Insta story I saw. They had a really good one. Whatever. Washington Post. Here we go. First thing I clicked. Vaccine passports are on the way, but developing them won't be easy. Oh, I gotta pay for this shit? Oh. No, god damn it. I can't read the Washington Post. Okay. US News. Here we go. What to know about COVID-19 vaccine passports and travel. What to know. Here we are. Vaccine passports are not a new idea. Interesting. I've never heard of them. Frequent international travelers might be familiar with vaccine cards, which are typically a yellow paper showing a person's vaccinations. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, President Joe Biden in January issued an executive order directing agencies to assess the feasibility of linking coronavirus vaccinations to vaccine cards, also known as international certificates of vaccination or prophylaxis. I don't know what that is. Okay. But like, what are the benefits of these? While proving vaccination could help pave the way for a return to normalcy across several... Okay, I'm just... here's my raw opinion, okay? I just hate reading this shit. I'm like, look, aren't we all in the same... Okay. Does anyone else out there see coronavirus exactly... or not quite exactly, it's different, but do you mentally look at it kind of like the flu now because of the survival rate or whatever, and like you know, And I'm hearing that there's more people dying. Like the flu. I heard something, of course, it's on the internet, social media, it's probably fake news. I don't fucking know. Like the flu is has a higher death rate now than I shouldn't be spreading false information. Flu cases on the rise. And now they're flu cases 2021. Anyways, do you guys know what I mean? Like, why are we saying, oh, we need to have like Biden, we need to mask up. It's your patriotic duty. The vaccine passports to return to normalcy. It's like, honestly, can't we just open the floodgates? Like, look at Florida, look at Texas. Like, it's fine. It's not, we're not having these mass, like, there's not like, it's not March 2020, New York City, the fucking refrigerator trucks outside the hospitals and body bags stacked up in them. It's not like that. And that's how I feel like it's still being approached. A little bit. Like there's still that little paranoia floating in the air of like, hospitals are going to be overrun and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Let me just type in coronavirus. Like on Google and just see the news. Anyways, so I just think it's all bullshit, of course, but I have to read the news to sound like I don't know. It's Monday. Here's Monday motivation. Jacqueline's trying to do something new. But what are the benefits of vaccine passports? I just don't even want to read it. I'm pissed. What are the downsides? Here we go. I like this. It's already been established that more research into coronavirus vaccination and transmission is needed, but experts believe equity could be an additional concern with vaccine. Is this legal? Like, if they stop people, you can't like stop people from traveling. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they don't have the vaccine, do you know? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm like, wait, so if you don't have a vaccine and a passport that says you do, are they going to stop you from traveling? And how is that legal? What are the, like, you know what like, this in my brain does not make any sense. I don't know. Someone DM me, educate me, let me know. So yeah, vaccine passports. Then I saw this other thing. Should I like look more into vaccine passports? What if I just Google like, can you travel without COVID vaccine? Let's just like see what people are talking about with this. Family travel. Okay, New York Times. Family travel gets complicated without a COVID vaccine for kids. Fuck this. Like, oh wait, so the kids can't travel now because they don't have a vaccine passport. It's like, why are they getting a vaccine in the first place? Why are they don't need to. Anyways, I'm just like annoyed by this. So let's change subjects. So I saw this thing. It was a weird commercial about this new well health seal they're putting on buildings, and I wanted to look more into it. It's kind of eerie. It's like all these celebrities. It's like Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, and some other people are like, know that when you go into these buildings, it's a safe. It's like a seal on the so you know most storefronts have a glass or a lot of, like, okay. Jesus, Jack. Storefronts, glass windows, glass doors. So they're like, look for the Well Health seal, and wellhealthsafety.com. Here we go. What's this all about? It's kind of eerie and creepy. Get back to the places you love. Look for the seal. So it's like a rating on your building. The Well Health Safe. So it's basically like your building has been rated or has been deemed like a healthy. You're not going to get coronavirus if you enter this building. That's kind of the gist of it. It's like, look, we're healthy here. We're safe here. We're doing all of the precautions here. We're doing the social distancing, the 6 feet, the masks, the temperature checks, the fucking cleaning, and like, okay. Okay, what is this all about? This is a terrible website. Okay. Oh my God, whoever did this is not a good website. Like, I can't stand this. Okay, here's a website. Get back to the places you love. Look for the seal. Keep scrolling. Remember sharing the same spaces as your friends? Bitch, that's never ended. Let's be honest. Then you can't really scroll very well. Remember sharing the same spaces as your coworkers? Us too. We want to get back to that. But if 2020 has shown the world anything, it's that our health and safety are directly linked to how we design and maintain the great indoors. Ugh! Meet the WELL Health Safety Seal, backed by science, verified by experts. Interesting. Backed by science. What's this about? Do you guys get what this is? It's like you're going to enter a building and it's got the WELL Health Seal. You can feel more safe. Okay, fuck. Okay, who cares? It's like a dumb little thing. No one's even going to see it. You're going to just walk in the building anyways. Literally, people are living life as usual. Let's be honest. Everywhere I've gone lately is just like, the mask is kind of an afterthought. I'll be honest. Like, I walked into the laundromat. Am I going to get arrested? I didn't have a fucking mask on. I didn't. And I literally, like, people were around me and they didn't say anything. But that's my fucking, I have the right to do that. Right? 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 Ah! I'm not afraid to take a stand. Wait, is that copyright? To take a stand. Everybody, is that Eminem? I'm not afraid to take a stand. It's been a ride. Wait, here we go. I'm just going to say the lyrics. This is my anthem. This is my coronavirus fuck you anthem. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. Yeah, we can hold hands, even though it's coronavirus season. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. Isn't something like that? Okay, quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap. I shouldn't have to rhyme these words in rhythm for you to know it's a rap. Okay, this is cringy, and anyways, this is like, anyways, I just think the WELL Health Seal is dumb, and I'm gonna move on. I saw this thing, which is fascinating, coming from MSNBC, because in my eyes, they are the most left news of all. Like, I feel like MSNBC appeals to the fringy little fringe left. Okay? More so than NBC, it's MSNBC, it's kind of the same shit. But like, yeah. And CNN. Like, they're more left than CNN in my brain. And they reported about the connection between Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm going to look this up just to like get some blurbs, some quotes about it. Like, the fact that they're talking about that is interesting to me. Bill Gates, Epstein. And then I think there was a statement from Bill Gates. Yeah, he gave a statement to the Wall Street Journal, Bill Gates, and he said, I didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him. So, let me see here. MSNBC. There we go. They like looked more into it. A new report is shedding light on a surprising relationship between the late Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates. New York Times columnist James Stewart joins Stephanie Ruhle with reporting on their meetings and to discuss his new book, Deep State, Trump, the FBI, and the Rule of Law. Okay. That was October 15th, 2019. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to play a video here. Ah, shit. Another ad. They got to make their money somehow. I don't care. Do your thing. Live your life. We're all just trying to make it and not Yep. And not run out of money. All right.
Epstein may be dead, but this story isn't. A shocking new report from the New York Times sheds light on the connection between Microsoft founder Bill Gates and the late Jeffrey Epstein. After Gates' name came up in connection with Epstein and MIT Media Lab, Gates gave a statement to the Wall Street Journal where he insisted he did not have any business relationship or friendship with Epstein. But new reporting from the New York Times outlines numerous meetings between Gates and Epstein and a conversation with Bill and Melinda Gates' foundation, a connection between their foundation and JP Morgan to set up a charitable fund that would financially benefit Epstein. You know what I want to know? Why? Joining me now, one of the New York Times reporters from this story, James B. Stewart, who is also the author of a new book I highly recommend, Deep State.
Anyways, the whole point of me playing that was to showcase the fact that MSNBC is talking about this, because I was like, what the hell? But there's like literally pictures and the whole, let me read the quote. Let me go back. Mr. Epstein spoke with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and JP Morgan Chase about a proposed multi-billion-dollar charitable fund, an arrangement that had the potential to generate enormous fees for Mr. Epstein. That's not what Bill Gates said, but that's called he said, I didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him. That's his statement to the Wall Street Journal. And literally, that is the opposite. A multi-billion-dollar charitable fund. Wow. So, anyways, I don't know, how am I doing? Like, this is kind of one of those episodes where I'm like trying something new. Monday motivation, she's trying something new, and I'm trying to be an informed podcast host, and I'm reading my notes. Do you guys want to do an anxiety relief exercise right now? Because I learned this on TikTok. Or do we want to talk about race and how, like, whenever you, okay, should I do race next or the anxiety relief? Okay, so we all know the dominant narrative is about white people now is white people suck, they're evil, they should be ashamed, and we should take responsibility for the system we've created, the racist system we've created. And what's like fascinating about all this to me is that whenever you're like, okay, well, what other country does it better, or like what other system's better than our system, most examples are like, oh, European countries, you know, your Swedens, your Denmarks, etc., etc., and not your Eastern European countries. Okay, it's usually the Northern European countries, and like the only time you can come up with a better system than the United States is a country that's more white than the U.S. So, riddle me that. These are white countries, and so everyone admires these other systems and these other like really super socialist systems, and it's like, okay, but they're like a white country. These are white people. Why do you admire these? You know what I mean? And it's all like weirdly tied to race and like how our system has become racist and it's just all bullshit. What else have I seen lately about race? Oh, like Asian hate is like gone this. I'm not seeing. Oh, F-U-C-K. I don't want to swear. Okay, an Uber driver was carjacked. I should look it up. I don't even think it's news because the killer wasn't white. Uber driver hijacked and murdered. Yeah. Uber Eats driver. Anyways, wait, is this it? Let me click it. Oh, sorry. I just want to say the right things. I don't want to spread false information because I'm not a fake news host. Anyways, basically the gist of it is let me just play. Of course, it's from Christian Walker because you know what? He always knows what's up. a South Asian legal Uber Eats immigrant was carjacked and murdered in the process of the carjack by not white people. And so I guess his whole point was like, oh, because the people that killed him weren't white, they're not reporting it. But he's an Asian person, and last week we cared so much about Asian hate. Everyone's posting about Asian hate, Asian hate, Asian hate, and it's like, yeah, but like here's an example of someone literally getting murdered, an Asian getting murdered again, and then how come that's not Asian hate? How come we're not hearing about it? Why is that not being? Because the killers were not white. I don't even think you can look up the news on it. They were probably, I don't know, what race were they? Why, see, and I don't even want to talk about this. Like, who cares what race they were? My whole point is, like, I don't think we need to even highlight. Shit, there's another ad. My opinion is, it's like, stop highlighting people's race. Period. Like, don't even mention it. Why is it a conversation to say, oh, this person was an Asian, this person was white, this person is black, this person is Hispanic? Like, that is the problem. Like, in my brain, I'm just like, put us all on one playing field, one clean. We're all people. It's like one person killed another person. And because you guys all know it's all about like, there's like an agenda, and you gotta make people, you gotta divide and conquer, right? Divide us and conquer us, make us bitch online about race. That's why I'm suspicious about the Asian hate thing a little bit, because Black Lives Matter started fading, and then all of a sudden we got Asian hate. It's kind of like, what's going on here? And I do hear a little bit now, or I have been hearing about how, like, how do we know what was the one everyone's, like, the worst one where the guy went and shot up was it like the massage parlor? I want to say this right. The spa. Like, how do we know that was a hate crime against Asians? You know what I mean? Like, we just called it that. How do we know that was a target on Asians? Weren't there was like white people killed too? You know what I mean? So what the fuck? Anyways, I don't want to talk. I hate that. This is boring, honestly. Why are we doing this? Jacqueline, let's talk about how when you clink two hammers together, they don't touch. Riddle me that. That's gonna be my phrase today. Riddle me that. So I saw a TikTok, and like people were in shock. They're like, you take a hammer and another hammer, you put the hammer heads, you clink them, you hit them together, and it makes a noise like they touch, like you hear ding. And then if you slow down the video, like frame by frame by frame, they never touch. Riddle me that. Hammers. I'm gonna Google hammers don't touch. Whoa. MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na. Interesting how my brain just connected that, which it's not even, he didn't make that song because of hammers not touching. Hammers don't touch. I don't want to shop. I want to go images. Banging two hammers together. I didn't do further research on this, and I don't feel like there's anything. Wait. Hammer to hammer. I thought this would be some like illusion thing, or the Google would have something fun. Okay, wait. Quora.com. Hitting two hard hammers together might cause shards of shrapnel to go flying. No, it won't, dude. No, it won't. Eyes are in danger. And once a hammer has a chip out of it, it will be even more dangerous. Okay, like, we're just clinking them for fun just to see if they touch. Go try it out. If you got two hammers, if you're a handyman out there with two hammers, or a handy woman, or a handy, whatever the other one is, it's not a man or a woman. How do I say that how do I be all inclusive? What's the all inclusive way to say man, woman, or other. Fuck. That's gonna get me canceled. Go take 2 hammers, bang them together, take a video of it. They don't touch. You just learned something new. And anyways, whoa, was I just gonna do it? Wait, I just wrote a tip here. I'm looking at my notebook about like man tips. And then like how I always, this is like so random. I'm talking about hammers. I'm talking about race. I'm talking about Joe Biden. I'm talking about MSNBC. This is interesting, but again, Monday motivation. She's trying something new. Episode 206, flying by the seat of our pants. What did I say in the beginning? I'm shooting this out of my ass. We're still doing it. I saw a TikTok and it was like guy tips and shit, and I was like, I always notice when a guy protects me. Like when we're walking on the sidewalk and I'm on the inside. When we go to a restaurant and he's facing the door and he's positioned himself purposely to protect me and to see danger, to put himself in the best position to save me and to like help, whatever. And then also like if we walk into a building and he goes in first to check things out. Like I always notice that, and I don't know if that's instinct. I don't know if that's like a subconscious thing, but I like bank it in my brain. And then so if I'm on a date with someone new, for example, and he doesn't do any of the above, it's like an instant not gonna happen thing. Like I don't even, like, how dare you? How could you not, how do you not understand? That's your job, dude. Protection of your woman. Anyway, so if you're a guy out there and you don't do those things, start doing them, because there might be a woman out there you really like and she's taking notes in her brain and she's not impressed because you're literally, your back's to the door, she's hanging off the edge of the sidewalk. Like girls are, I don't know, like sometimes when I get giddy and excited, I'm on a little date, we're walking or whatever, like I'll start prancing around and acting like a jackass, and I might be on the edge of that sidewalk I'll be on the balance beam like I'm a gymnast, and I'll just fuck around like that on a busy street. And it's your job to hold my hand and to like, hey, you're gonna die, bitch. Come here. That's so hot, honestly. Anytime a guy says come here or here, like come, dude, what is with that? Like I don't care what the situation is. We could be at the grocery store. We could be hanging out. We could be like, I could be in the living room. We could be in the kitchen, or whatever. We could be out in the garage. Like, whenever a man says to like come here, I can't. I don't even. What is that? Like oh my God, I die. It's like they want you. They actually want you. They're like, I actually want you to come here. I want you in my vicinity. I want you here. I don't want you there. I want you closer to me. Dude, Hannah Montana's coming back. I have a note here to talk about that. She made a, and I know like my audience is it's like 90% boys, but you get the best of both worlds. Dude, we all watched Hannah Montana. Don't lie. You did. If you're a guy out there, you watched it. You know what it's about. But Hannah Montana made a Twitter, and Miley Cyrus like hand wrote a letter and like tweeted it to her. There's something brewing. There's something happening, and there's conversation about a potential comeback happening. So that's news. Crossing that off the list. There's a TikTok I saw about cancer and not dying, and it was like eat or grind up B17 apricot kernels. So I was gonna look up that. Apparently this is like something that no one talks about. B17 bomber. Yeah, it's a fucking bomber. I knew it. The second I heard that, I was like, dude, I know what that is. There's a B-17 flying around. I swear to God, a couple years ago, I was in San Diego, and it flew pretty low up in Carlsbad. I was like, yep, I know it when I see it. It's all those fucking war documentaries I've watched growing up. It's like, dude, I need to keep doing that. Remember a couple weekends ago, I was watching, what was that Japanese? There was like the day. Fuck no, it was like the 13 Hours That Saved England. I watched that, and then I watched what was it called? It was like a piece of history I never learned about where we literally bombed the shit out of Japan, but it wasn't okay. What was that called? Japan bombing. It wasn't them bombing us. It wasn't Pearl Harbor. It was not Hiroshima or Nagasaki. It was a freaking U.S. bombs Japan World War II. I can't figure it out. There's another event that we did in Japan, another bombing, but it wasn't Hiroshima or Nagasaki. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I feel like I'm literally about to talk about apricots, and now I'm talking about like war history. Jesus Christ. Amazon.com, B17. I love history. You know what? I do. I really. That's why I was in a rabbit hole a couple weeks ago watching those kind of docs, because I'm like, it's such a trip, especially war stuff where I'm like, I mean, it's like, it was so rough and so crickety and crackly and like rickety, and like these old planes or they weren't old at the time, but like they're pieces of shit compared to what we got now. And it's like, they still got the job done. They still fired their fucking guns and dropped their bombs and it's just amazing to me. And I love to sit and watch history docs and war docs and go, wow, like we have it so fucking good now. Like now we do drone strikes. You don't need all that fancy. You don't need those, what are they called? They're, when you have a bunch of planes flying together, your squadrons. You don't need a squadron. You just need a fucking drone. Okay, B17 apricot kernels. Let's stay on topic. What are you guys doing this week? Dude, it's almost fucking April. This is your weekly reminder that rent is due on, is it Thursday? When's April 1st? Rent's due! Okay, so we got bitter apricot kernels, $23.95, 169 reviews. Let's see what this is. This is what the girl on the TikTok was saying. She's like, nobody talks about this, but if you grind these up and sprinkle it on your food, you won't get cancer. I feel like this is one of those superfood. You know how people are like, superfoods, eat your goji berries, eat your spirulina and your chlorella, and you need the micronutrients and you won't die. It's like probably one of those things, but let's see what the science is here. Why am I on Amazon? I need to Google B17 apricots benefits. There we go. Give me a little image on Google Images with a bunch of bullet points. So, Dr. Ernest Krebs was a biochemist fascinated by the lifestyle habits of ancient Hunzas, a remote people near northern Pakistan. They enjoyed near perfect health and lived to an incredible old age without obesity, heart disease. Okay, their secret was their large quantities of apricot kernels they consumed in their diets. Yeah, this is bullshit. It's just one of those things. But hey, it couldn't hurt to try to ingest. Like, here's the thing I've noticed about my dietary choices lately. Like, so as you know, I was vegan for like 3 years, and I was a fruitarian, or I was a raw fucking vegan for a long time, and I've done it all kind of diet-wise, and like, I used to, for years, I did this, and I don't feel any different now. In fact, I feel better now. I feel more clear-headed and just like less. Anyways, this is what I would do every single day. So like 90% of the time, I'd say from the age of 20 to 23, those were kind of my experimental years of like, I don't know, just like figuring my routine out, my lifestyle choices, my dietary choices. But I would, and this sounds super healthy and like, oh my God, you're probably so like vibrant and your skin was probably glowing and holy shit, you probably felt so good. So I would do like the night before in the fridge, I would do a mason jar of I'd do a mason jar of like so it'd be a bunch of water, apple cider vinegar, I'd put cayenne pepper, and then like some sort of green powder, like spirulina or like any kind of green powder I had, and that was the first thing in the next morning I would throw down the hatch. Just like a bunch of like healthy shit and like water and like hydration and maybe I did a ton of lemon juice. Excuse me, I do like spirulina, lemon juice, cayenne, a little bit apple cider vinegar, a bunch of water, and I'd prep that the night before and then I'd chug that first thing in the morning and then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm like getting the greens in first thing. I'm like, I'm glowing goddess. Then I do the lemon water bullshit where you like do your little lemon water and your apple cider vinegar and warm lemon water first. Like, dude, if anything, it was a waste of time and I didn't like the taste of this shit and I didn't notice anything different. And I know it could be internal and it's probably helping me inside and it's probably good for me, but I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like psychological warfare against yourself. It's like, oh, this is what all the like health gurus are saying to do, so I'm going to do it too. And it's like, literally, I wake up, I chug a bunch of water, one ingredient, fucking water, and I drink coffee. Usually black, no cream or sugar. You know what I mean? That's good enough for me, and I feel great. But I'm noticing how there's all these little rituals and routines I used to do around like my throughout my day with like juices and drinks and superfoods and shit, like these apricot kernels, that kind of thing. And it was all in my head. It was like, oh, this is going to cure cancer. This is going to save me from dying. And like the veganism thing, I was convinced like, oh my God, this is the way to not get cancer and die. And I'm looking at my 103-year-old granny. Shout out Grandma Dean well, oh my God, that's not her last name. Okay. How did I F that up? She's 103, survived that long, eating, meat and potatoes. I think she was a smoker at one point. She wasn't using like the vegan like hairspray. She's using the chemicals on her fucking hair. I shouldn't swear when I'm talking about my deceased great grandma, but do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of the stuff we see is a bunch of bullshit. And anyways, and I know she grew up in a time where there wasn't like maybe the fact that we have all this quote unquote EMF radiation now from Wi-Fi and our technology and the waves in the air that's going to accelerate people's like, I feel like it could deteriorate us in a new way that she like didn't grow up with. She was, out on the prairie, no tech. They had phones and shit, but like, you know what I mean? So maybe all these superfoods and all these apricot kernels and shit are your best or something good to do. Dude, I sound like an uneducated fuck. Like literally, it's like here's this superfood that could potentially help your body starve off cancer or whatever, and I can't take it seriously. And the girl who did the TikTok was like 14, so I don't care. I don't understand why she's concerned about that. That's sad. Here's the thing here for you. A deep thing to talk about. This is the next topic, next segment. And this is like my personal tip as well. Like this goes out to all y'all. This goes out to all y'all. This is a little tip that I've learned so far in my 20s and recently as I've podcasted every day. So since September, this is something I've learned. And you're going to make fun of me when I read the first line of this because it's definitely not how I'm living right now, but It goes like this. So live as if you've already died, because anything else is just existing. So existing to me is like literally living a life where you're hung up on details, you're hung up on small things, you're in your head, you harbor little irrational fears and anxieties all the time. You keep these little things inside you. You're in a prison in your mind, and I feel like existing is being in your mind, living is being in your body and in the moment, or whatever. Like, basically, I had an epiphany. I wish I could remember the episode. I'm literally going to have to re-listen to every episode to figure out the point in time on the podcast live I had an epiphany about myself and what was like the number one thing that was holding me back in my life. And it was literally me. So I had a realization that I overthink, I overanalyze, I worry about shit that doesn't matter. And I think I compared nerds to, I compared nerds, left brain, peeps with like right brain, creative. Okay, my whole comparison went like this. I was like, wait, when you are, if you have a more logical brain and a more like brain, like you just put shit on a list every day and you just go, oh, I have to do this, I get it done. There's no emotion. That was it. I stopped attaching emotions to every little aspect of my life, because I think that created overthinking, overanalyzing. It was like, oh, do I feel like doing this today? Do I feel like doing that today? Do I feel like going out and seeing these people today? It was all about like how I felt about it, instead of like, oh, I just need to get this done. This is on the list. There's no it's just like, be a robot about it. So reversing back to this whole like live like you were dying thing is, when you make decisions and you're always emotional, how do I say this? Like, you being hung up on small little details and whenever you harbor little fears and anxieties, like, you're basing it off of it's all about how you feel, and you're like worried about it. And then it's like, you're probably worried about it because you are highly concerned about how other people think of you and how other people perceive you, and you're more concerned about that than like yourself and like what you want to do and how you think and like your opinions and your dreams and your goals in life. Like, you're living for other people and you're concerned about how you come across and if you're doing things correctly and everything. And I guess the second you get out of that and you're just like, you become the main character of your life, which is what I learned on TikTok, and you're like, I'm just here in this body experiencing this life, and all the little shit I think about, it just isn't going to matter when I'm in my grave. And like, the more you can just practice like releasing all these bullshit little dumb little ideas and little stupid things in your brain, like, I cringe. I said frickin'. I don't want to swear. Like, I can't explain it, but like, it goes like this. When I'm walking Jimmy, here's an example of how I'm practicing this, or how I've noticed I've changed. This is really embarrassing, but so back when I didn't have the dog and I wasn't walking Jimmy, I would go on walks and I would literally think in my brain, like, this is so fucking embarrassing. I would walk around as if I was under a microscope. Like, who sees me right now? How do I look? Do I look like a dumbass with my, walking outfit on and I don't know, my headphones in? Like, are people, like, I would literally be like thinking about, oh, if someone I know saw me right now, like, what the fuck would they think of me? Like, I'd be like thinking about that as I'm walking. How dumb is that? Who fucking cares? No one's like looking out their window looking at me like, oh my god, she looks stupid in her fucking messy bun and her in her walking shoes. Like, okay, this is something that it started in, I'd say, high school. Whenever I'd be in public alone by myself walking, I was always like thinking about, oh my God, what other people think of me? And that happens at the gym. Happens like everywhere I go, the grocery store, blah 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 blah. And I'm like hyper aware of like other people staring at me and looking at me and like but when I had the puppy, so when I got Jimmy, I swear to God, he changed my life. And this sounds so dumb. It's all kind of lining up. I did the podcast, it changed my life. Now I got the puppy, it changed my life. I'm like, dude, it's you and me, bitch. We're in the moment. I'm just here with you. Nothing else matters. I'm one-on-one with you. Like, I'll talk to him. Like, I will just have a full-on conversation with him on the streets. I have zero care in the world about neighbors and people staring at me. Like, and this is so fucking embarrassing to admit, but you know what? That's what I do here. I get honest, I get real, and I'm sure someone out there can relate to that. It could be the most subtle thought in your brain, but there's something in there that's like making you think that other people are watching, and like you're like, oh, I'm nervous. Is that social anxiety? Jesus Christ. I'm 26. I'm 26. How is it? Why do I care? So I guess the freeing thing. So this is how I know I've come a long way or whatever, is my new strategy in life, or just like whenever I'm out and about, is I literally am in my body, and then whatever's in my 5-foot radius is what I care about. I'm like, I'm in this moment. I'm here. I'm not thinking about, oh, 2 blocks from now, who am I going to run into? Or, dumb shit like that. Like, I feel so much more present, and I feel like it's the puppy. It's helping because he's on a leash and I have to tend to him, and I'm not thinking about anything else but me and him. And but yeah, don't get hung up on the details. Live as if you've already died, because if you're in your head all the time, you're just existing. That's it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you just go around your apartment, you make yourself breakfast, coffee, you make your bed, da, da, da. Like, just be doing that. Don't be thinking about anything else. Anyways, this is like obvious information, right? It's like 101 how to be in the moment. This is a weird tangent and just trailing off, and I'm embarrassed, but Monday motivation, I tried something new and I revealed something embarrassing about myself, and the first step of greatness is being vulnerable. Bitches out there that want to do something online and grow an audience, share your story, be vulnerable, take your pants down, say it like it is. I mean, I've explained. Oh fuck! Do you guys remember when I was like, yeah, I was a bedwetter as a kid, and that was probably not good to share, and gross and disgusting, or not gross. It's just like, why did I have to do that? It's part of my story. I had some funny stories about wetting the bed as a kid and going to sleepovers and shit, and having to get an alarm that told me, okay, go listen to past episodes. But by the way, here's something else to know about me. Just because I'm an oversharer and I'm willing to tell my story and say a lot on this podcast doesn't mean this is like, it doesn't mean I'm an emotionally available person. Okay. Like, this is not, don't get it twisted. Just because I'm like so like raw and I say everything and I share every little aspect and detail of my day, like, I'm still kind of walled up a little bit. And as far as dating goes, I'm noticing like I don't just go on to okay, this is what's weird is like I go into a date so super surface. Like, I'm not showing all my cards, you know what I mean? And I don't want anyone out there to be like, oh my God, are you like this all the time with like everyone you meet? Are you just like do you just like diarrhea mouth all over them about your life? And I'm like, no. I'm still a little jaded. I'm still a little walled up about some shit, and you're not going to get this much information out of me for a while. Like, but that's odd because I do it every day here, but yet in my relationships in real life and dating and stuff, I'm like, so like, I don't know. You just scratch the surface. It takes a while to get to know me. And I really hope, oh fuck, it's tough. It's like someone out there could be listening to every episode and then I end up dating them and they end up knowing everything before how would I know? And they could lie to me about that. I guess that's what I signed up for. Okay, I'm bored of this. What did I talk about? Do I have someone DM me, an expert out there. Do I have social anxiety? Is that what that is? I feel like I don't anymore, but being like having any thoughts about what other people are thinking of me as I'm literally just like at the grocery store is so irrational and dumb, and I think that's social anxiety. But honestly, I don't care anymore. And I feel so much more free. I'm just like I'm just like living and having fun. I'm just buying my LaCroix at Vaughn's and I'm like, woo! I don't give a fuck. Ugh, that's so embarrassing. Does anyone out there relate? Okay, I'm gonna end this. That was a fun episode. I gotta Crest White strip out. I gotta put it out so I don't forget today. So I'm on day 11. I'm trying to knock people on their ass with my teeth. Like, I open my mouth and they're just like, Jesus Christ, I saw the light, and they're blinded and they're like, wow. Cause I'm gonna flex right now. Well, it's not a flex. I mean, my parents, shout out parents for getting me braces, but I got straight teeth. I got a nice set of teeth, and I just want them to be as white as possible because I take care of them. I never forget to wear my retainers. I've had braces, Invisalign, all that kind of shit, and it's time. It's time that I glow up my teeth and take them to the next level. Because I drank a lot of coffee. I don't know. They're not ever like yellow, but they're not like bright white like I want them to be. Like, you know, when you see someone with veneers, like I low key want that, but like with natural teeth. Okay, I'm embarrassed. So yeah, I have these out. What else is happening? I don't know. Okay. Love you guys lots. Thanks for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button. I'm here every day. I'm here 7 days a week. And head over to patreon.com/TJMS to support me, support the show. It's my subscription service where you can get access to more of my content and you'll get a shout out on Friday. You'll get a phone call from me like monthly or whatever. And I'm going to do Zoom hangouts. If I get 2 more people, I'm doing a Zoom hangout. Like, drinking party like it's 2020. We're all locked down. We're all going to meet each other. So hit me up or check me out. Patreon.com/TJMS. Okay, that's it. Happy Monday. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.